Many of us are enjoying a little sunshine out there this afternoon, but we are keeping an eye on the chance for some stray showers and thunderstorms here for this evening. Maybe a couple stronger storms with some wind, some small hail a concern, but otherwise our primary concern heading into the weekend will be some much warmer temperatures. So heading into tonight and into your Wednesday, keep the umbrella handy. Keep an eye on the forecast as we track the potential for some stray to isolated showers and thunderstorms here tonight, extending into Wednesday. So not a washout by any means. Looking into the weekend, though, a big temperature change headed our way, so I want to give you that as first alert. We are looking to see temperatures climbing into the 90s and looking at some very humid conditions for the area. So very, very summer-like, very steamy, toasty by the weekend. Future track radar showing some sunshine, some quiet skies north of the I-90 corridor. However, we're keeping an eye on some shower and thunderstorm activity developing in North Iowa. Most of this activity should stay south of the I-90 region, but we could be looking at a couple sprinkles maybe up into Winona County, back towards Dodge and Rochester, into the Rochester area. So kind of the Highway 14 corridor could be looking at some stray shower chances later on this evening, but I do think most of that activity should stay south of I-90. So a little bit closer look here at some of these showers towards Riceville, north of Elma, Iowa, looking at some light to moderate rain showers, a few thunderstorms towards the Osage, Iowa area between Manly and Northwood, Iowa there. Highway 65 looking at some showers and thunderstorms in that direction. So we're keeping an eye on a cluster just off to our west. You can see quite a bit of lightning, some heavy rainfall there in northwestern Iowa. Most of that activity, again, should stay into southwestern Minnesota, but we're going to be watching closely for the potential of maybe any stronger thunderstorm activities. But as we look outside, things are very sunny. Camera's not quite cooperating with me here at this hour, but temperature-wise, pretty seasonal, upper 70s, low 80s. Dew points a bit more comfortable, but still noticeable with that humidity as those dew points sit into those lower 60s. Timing things out here for the rest of tonight will bring in that shower and thunderstorm chance for the area, but I do think most of that activity should be out of here by about 9-10 o'clock tonight, and most of that activity should stay south of the I-90 corridor. Heading into the overnight hours, a chance to dry out could bring in a chance for some stray showers towards early Wednesday morning, especially in North Iowa towards the Decorah area. As we move into the evening, then that late afternoon, evening hours, watching the potential for some additional isolated, stray to isolated showers and thunderstorms to develop, very popcorn-like, where they just kind of pop up and fizzle out relatively quickly. So most of this activity will be gone by about 8-9 o'clock with the loss of daytime heating. Heading into Thursday, then looking to see some drier conditions. So still periodic chances here for some shower and thunderstorm activity for the late week. We dry out, we get hot though for the weekend. Next week though, continuing out with more of an active pattern. Several shower and thunderstorm chances expected next week. But here comes that humidity and the heat. 90s expected by Saturday and Sunday. Notice our dew points though, they could be into the upper 60s, maybe even some low 70s. So very, very warm and muggy for the area. Tomorrow, keeping an eye on the forecast there when it comes to needing the umbrella. We'll keep that close by as we track the chance for some off and on shower and thunderstorm chances throughout your Wednesday.
Welcome to Midwest Access. I'm your host, Jessie Allison, and I am joined by Sarah Gannon today.
Hello.
Hello. Wonderful to see you today. Yeah. It's fun if we can't have Nick. We get to have Sarah.
Girls' Day.
Girls' Day.
I mean, it'll be mostly a girls' week. Nick will be back by Friday.
He will. He
yes.
will. Well, let me tell you what's going on for today's show. Coming up, we are learning about a community thrift sale and awareness benefit for those affected by Dravet syndrome. It's called Thrift for Dravet.
Okay.
And Dravet syndrome is a rare form of epilepsy. These are some of the kids that they fight for. Shanice and Andrew are here with their little one, Noah, to share a bit about what Dravet is and how this syndrome affects Noah and many others with this diagnosis, and then the impact that this event will have for those kids and families. So we're excited to talk to them.
Sounds like a very fun story to learn a little bit more about. And Olivia headed over to Hadley Creek Golf Course to find out how First Tee teaches core values through golf. I mean, the weather is pretty great here this week. A little muggy, but you know, it's nice to get outside a little bit. She talked with the program director and the head coach about upcoming events too. Tee up at the course because the $1 million shot event is coming up tomorrow.
Okay, that sounds fun. I'm excited to learn about what that is. And Just Serve is here to share how they unite communities through service and how you can get involved too. If you've ever thought, I'd really like to help others, I'd like to volunteer, but I don't know how to get connected, I don't even know where to start. Just Serve website has all kinds of volunteer opportunities. So you can just search maybe what you'd like to do with the area.
Ooh,
yes, and it's right there.
I know, that's the thing. It's like you want to do something and you're like, oh, I could do this. These are my talents. But then it's like, who do I reach out to? When do they need volunteers? There's so many
Exactly.
questions. So I love that all the
This is
resources can
great.
be right there.
Yes, all
I
in
love
one
that.
place.
I love that. And is this where you read or I read?
That's for you.
Oh, okay. That's just a taste of Midwest Access today, so stick around for the full hour. Of course, we always have a jam-packed show, as you won't want to miss out on any of the fun that we have.
Yes, and we also have, you probably see over in the corner, but our viewers can't see, we have Holly and Pat the Penguin from Albert Lee to tell us about upcoming events. And then we've also got Senior Moments with Leslie Vick, where we'll learn a little bit about what healthy eating looks like as we age.
Okay, penguin. I was wondering what it was. I was thinking like polar bear, but I missed the head.
I think pelican. Did I say
Pelican.
penguin?
Oh, maybe. Starts with a P. We're
Penguin.
close.
Yes, penguin. I got the nod. Yeah. Okay, Sarah, I have got a little what would you do situation for you. Okay, so you're at an art museum in Italy.
Ooh, I'm
right?
going to Italy.
Fancy, exactly. Feeling a little upper crust, little fancy pants,
okay.
But also maybe feeling a little bit silly. You decide to take turns pretending to sit on the art. Okay,
Oh,
we're gonna take a look. The art was actually a chair, so it's not like totally crazy.
Okay.
But still, you know, you're gonna have to be really careful. So husband and wife, or a couple at least, are taking turns pretending to sit on this chair.
Okay.
And as they pretend to sit on this crystal-covered chair, yeah, you just saw
Oh,
it.
no.
Yep, the man sits down, the
Oh.
chair seat and the front legs collapse. So here comes the question: what would you do? You're gonna go find a museum employee and be like, "I am so sorry, I can't believe I did this,"
A couple scenarios. So my mom is big into antiques
Okay.
and the glassware. So we'd go to a lot of antique shops.
Okay,
So I
so-
know better to begin with, not to touch anything. I know better. However, if I was feeling all silly goosey and decided to do something
Right.
like this, initially I'm like, I have to run, I have to hide, I need to get out
Right,
of
I
here
just
before
want
the
this
authorities get me.
not
But in
here.
reality, I would go find
I
somebody.
think you would.
I absolutely would, because just the guilt would eat me alive, and
Yeah.
I would just be like, I'm never gonna do
I
well.
can't ever, right? The karma's gonna get me.
Yes,
So they chose
yes.
to run.
Okay.
But just in case this couple happens to be watching and has been holding their breath thinking maybe the Italian art police are coming after them, gonna be knocking down their door, they're off the hook. The museum was able to fix the chair.
Okay.
So
Okay.
all
right.
ends well.
That's good. I'm nervous now just being
Thinking
posed
about
the
it.
question.
Well, here is our question. If they get the outfits in, they're good for the most part. I mean,
Yes.
some men, I
Yep.
don't know. My husband has a whole 5 shirts and 5 pairs of pants, so it's just easy. He just puts everything he owns in the suitcase and we go.
He travels light.
He does. It's really nice. Then there's more room for all of my stuff.
Oh, good. It's a win-win for everybody.
It is. It's a win-win.
Especially you.
Exactly. Well, coming up on tomorrow's show, yes, Shar always waits till the day of because sometimes pets get adopted,
Yeah.
in the meantime.
Yep.
And so we usually find out kind of in the afternoon. Day of, I can't remember, is it cat or dog tomorrow?
I was just going to ask you that question. I don't
I think it was a
remember.
dog last week, so I think it's going to be a
It's
cat.
gonna be a kitty. Well, I think there was one week too where Shar had intended to bring one kitty or one animal, and
Yes.
then literally 5 minutes before she left, it got adopted.
It did.
So she was like, "Hey, you're going with me."
Right, different one.
Yeah.
Which is so awesome.
Yes.
It's so sweet of them to bring those animals every week, and
Yeah.
so great that we get them connected with their forever homes.
Yes, I love that. I'd bring them all home. I'd be such a terrible foster
Oh,
fail.
I have to stay away because I love them so much, and I just don't have the right apartment for them right now. But yeah. All right, Caitlin Alexander will have your 5 o'clock news next.